And we are underway here in Columbia, Maryland as the Howard Community College Dragons host the Montgomery Raptors in today's game as the long-standing rivalry between the two teams that are in neighboring counties are at it once again. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today, and a beautiful day for soccer. Sun is shining bright, not too much wind, just perfect conditions for a fall soccer match here in Columbia, Maryland. The Montgomery Raptors in their all-black uniforms going from left to right in this first half, and the Dragons in their white shirts with the black shorts going from right to left in this first half on your screen. Both teams coming in on a bit of a downstretch, actually, as it's the Raptors who almost put it in on the first opportunity there, as the Dragons defense caught napping just a little bit. Raptors come in with a 9-3 record, but have lost their last two games after a heartbreaking 3-1 loss at CCBC Essex on Tuesday. Last week also lost at Hartford 2-1. But before that, they had a 6-game winning streak going, including a couple of blowouts. 12-0 against Carroll, 7-0 against Hagerstown, 11-1 against Southern Maryland. And then also winning some close ones against tough teams. Beat Frederick 2-1, Anne Arundel 2-1, and beat the Catonsville Cardinals 3-1. They come into the match with a 9-2 record against Maryland squads, and clearly are feeling good despite the fact that they have lost their last two games. Raptors have scored 65 goals in the 12 games, averaging 20 shots per game during that time. In goal for the Raptors is Thomas Donayan, a last-minute change, as originally we had been given Marvin Mendez as the starter, and right before start time, that starter had been changed. So Donnellan, is getting his 5th start of the year, his 9th appearance. He has a .92 goals allowed average and an 82% save percentage. He does have a 2-1 record on the year. For the Dragons, they have also made a few switches in their lineups, including in the goal, as Lesbian Monroy will get the start today. He is getting his 9th appearance of the season, hasn't been starting of late. But he does have some fantastic numbers to his name. A .19 goals allowed average. He's in fact only allowed 1 goal all season long with a 92% save percentage, and has 2 shutouts with a 3-0 record. Corner kick by Montgomery. It's headed straight up by the Dragons defense, and Monroy will be able to collect it. Both teams coming in with similar approaches in terms of scoring goals. Not a truly huge goal-scoring threat, with the exception of one man for Montgomery. That is the man to watch, number 11, Andres Javet. Started all 12 games. He's got 22 goals and 10 assists, as he is clearly the one to watch. Other than that, the goals have been spread out, as the next highest goal scorer is Diego Ramirez with 5 goals. And he is in the starting lineup today. Javet with 64 shots, 45 of them on goal, and 3 game-winning goals on the season. As he will be, it looks like he's starting in the midfield today. As for the Dragons, sticking with their normal 4-3-3 lineup, but a few changes as well. Not changed is number 9, Evan Doughton, their star center forward. He looked like he was going to try to let one loose there, but ends up passing them one off instead. Front line, it's from left to right, Dylan Portillo, Doughton, and Emmanuel Pope gets the start back at the right forward spot. That he has been moved back and forth between defense and fullback, forward and fullback, but gets the start at forward today. In the midfield, it's now Rubio Martinez, number 19, who gets his start, as that one is played too long by Myers and is picked up by Donnellan. Martinez, he has played in all 14 games, but this is just his second start of the season, as he will be joined in the middle of the field as that chipped over the top by Luis Aquino just too long, with Kagir Carbo and Abdul Kamara joining Rubio Martinez in the middle on defense. Excuse me, I was wrong when I was talking before. That is Leonard Denor, number 8, that is playing right forward today. And Emmanuel Pope is right in front of us here, playing left back, so he's on defense today. Joining the defensive line is Jamoy Myers, Brian Navas, and on the right side it is Didier Estrada, normally a midfielder, playing in the right back to start this game. For Montgomery, looks like they've got their star forward, Andres Javit, pushed up right now as the lone forward. Kind of shaping up into a 4-2-3-1 formation for the Raptors. Rocafuerte. Portillo comes sliding through to take it away from Escobar. He lays it off to Kamara. Kamara chips it over the top, looking for Denor, but Denor was making the run towards the middle. Kamara, a little bit too much on that one. He was going for the corner, and it will roll out for a goal kick. Also, a stark contrast in terms of experience on this team. The Dragons, an entire roster of freshmen. Now, a number of those did play in the spring season, but due to the COVID blanket waiver, are all still considered freshman players. For Montgomery, they've got a number of sophomores on their team, including the vast majority of the starting lineup. This is Emmanuel Pope. And that one will go out off of the foot of Rocafuerte for a Howard throw-in. Also in the starting lineup for the Raptors, Diego Ramirez, Keno Thompson, Abu Toure, Kalb Mesfin, Marco Rocafuerte, Luis Aquino, Andres Javit, Victor Viatoro, Jason Guevara, and Wilmer Escobar Jr., who is wearing the captain's band for the Raptors. And as I mentioned before, it is Thomas Donnellan, the 5'11" freshman goalkeeper out of Silver Spring, Maryland, wearing his yellow goalkeeper uniform, and will be between the pipes for the Raptors, at least to start the game. Pope throws it short to Portillo. He tries to go over the top. Carbo was trying to see if he could jump for it, but clearly it was going to be Donnellan's ball all the way. Aquino goes over the top, looking for Javit. Javit is behind the defense. Javit, shot, goal! Raptors sneak one in as they catch the Howard defense napping. What a ball over the top by Luis Aquino. And Javit will pick up his 23rd goal of the season. Aquino, he gets his 3rd assist of the season. Kamara is called for the foul there as the Raptors player goes down, holding his face, neck area, it looks like. Referee will have to have this attended to. And we will stop the clock and take a break while the Howard training staff will attend to the injured player. So we will return to play as it was Rocafuerte who was down injured. Fortunately, it looks like he is ready to check right back in after giving the thumbs up, and he will be re-entering now with the center official waving him on. This is Cobb Mesfin. Nice move to get around Carbo. Carbo trying to catch up, and it's going to be Non-Rubio Martinez with the slide tackle coming around from the side to take it off cleanly. Denor for the Dragons. Tries to take on a few defenders himself. That is going to be, that's just Denor dribbling it out of bounds on his own. Kamara plays it back to Estrada, and Dragons will go all the way back to Monroy and try to reset. Myers will get wide for his goalkeeper, looking for an option. 1-2 ball, but a strong tackle come through by Mesfin. Dragons will regain possession. Now we'll try the far side of the field. Howard showing good patience in possession at the moment. Portillo gets tripped up by Escobar going for the ball, and it will be a foul against the right back of the Raptors. Pope waving off Myers. And now the Dragons will get their tall center backs into the middle of the box. Emmanuel Pope plays it short for Portillo. He's under pressure, though. He's going to try to dribble himself. He gets it wide now to Pope. Now Pope will cross into the box. Looking for Myers. Goes over the top of everybody there. Denor on the back post tries to chip it back to the middle, and it is deflected out for a Howard corner kick. Their first of the contest. So Dylan Portillo will go to the far side corner. Portillo with the right-footed out-swinging corner kick keeps it low and is easily cleared out by Javat. Portillo finds Denor. Denor tries to turn, and he's going to be tripped up, and Dragons now with a much better opportunity for a set piece. This one will be within striking range, and immediately I thought Evan Doughton was going to try to claim this one, but now he will make his way into the box. Four Dragons over the ball now as they try to decide how to play this one. Howard known for some trickery on set pieces from this distance. And it looks like Doughton now is over the ball with Kamara, Denor, and Portillo joining him. Portillo gets it off the touch. Now try to chip it in. Myers will get it for Howard. Pope. And Pope has his cleat taken out, and Pope comes sliding in late on the play, and clock will be stopped, which means that very likely a card will be issued on that one. Pope looks like he had his shoes stamped out from under him and came back with a vengeance and gets yellow carded for that. And really the referee had no other choice but to give that one as he came sliding in late. Escobar will get things moving again as he finds Aquino. Portillo now is the one coming sliding through, but he gets the ball cleanly away, looking for the switch. And that is cut out brilliantly by Diego Ramirez. Howard does get it back, but now it's given away once again. And Ramirez will be tripped up. That will be another foul against the Dragons. Restarted quickly by Montgomery. And that will go out as Pope is unable to corral it. And Pope gets called for another foul. And he's got to watch out because he's already on a yellow card and just picked up another foul. And he will certainly be on the referee's radar if he keeps this up. So this will be taken by Aquino, left-footed swinger. Myers heads it out. Kamara misplays that one. It's going to be to Javit, and Javit will hit one, but does not show the ability to keep that one under the crossbar, and it will be out for a goal kick. Dragons tried to cross that into the box as it was overhit just a little much. Javit by himself, and Myers just ends up punting it up into the air. Ramirez has that one taken away as he comes flying through the middle of the field. Couldn't get it off his foot in time. Denor, one-on-one. And he goes to the ground. The referee is just going to signal for a throw-in. No foul called on that. The Howard coaching staff and entire bench uncharacteristically silent at the moment. Just a little bit shell-shocked, I think, after getting caught off guard on that early goal by Javit. Ramirez finds Rocafuerte. As the two midfielders just play a two-man game. Now they will get it forward. Played up for Victor Villatoro, who is wearing number 27 this game. Villatoro takes that away from Estrada, tries to get it through Navas as well, but it just bounces into the hands of Monroy, who will scoop it out quickly. Myers, he's got a strong right foot. He will try to go over the top. Doughton trying to chase it down. Toure gets to it first, and Doughton will go through the back of Toure and is called for another foul. Dragons already called for 5 infractions in this game. Ramirez under no pressure whatsoever and will just go backwards with it. This is Keno Thompson. Stands 6'3" as a hulking defender in the middle of that defensive line for the Raptors. Pope, nice job to get around Rocafuerte, and then he will just play it to the corner, and there's nobody in a white shirt in the vicinity. Dragons just not quite connecting on their passes at the moment. And head coach Stefan Dragunov not happy with what he's seeing as he prepares a triple substitution to give his team a different look. Javit, Myers pushing very high to try to take it off him, still chasing him down. Good job by Javit to maintain possession. Now the Raptors switching the field. Will try to get into some open space. Two players, both one from each team, go sliding in for it. Leo Denor, who had come all the way back to help out on the defensive end, and he will get the ball and just clear it out. Howard showing no intention of pressing high at the moment. That one's played over the top nicely. Javit is one-on-one with Navas. Cuts it inside. Now Myers able to recover and try to help out. Javit gets around. Shot, and that is blocked by not Myers. And Pope gets called for another foul as he takes out, I believe, Aquino. And Emmanuel Pope again called for the foul. He has really got to watch out. The Montgomery coaching staff very well aware of the fact that he has picked up a number of fouls. And Pope getting a verbal warning from the referee. 20 minutes into this game, and it's once again going to be the Raptors with an opportunity to push forward. Two Raptors over the ball right now, as it is Escobar and Aquino. Aquino headed out by Carbo and cleared out by Doughton. Strong left foot from him. Scrum in the middle of the field. Doughton able to hold off Thompson. Now Howard on the counterattack. Good job by Montgomery midfield to slow Howard down, but Portillo gets it to Denor into the corner. Denor turns to face the goal, tries to do a move around. He does get to the baseline. He's taken down, and the far side referee will be waving the flag, and it is going to be a penalty kick as Leo Denor made a great move to get around the defender and is taken down from behind with a body check. And just like that, the Dragons will get a chance to tie this game. So it will be Evan Doughton who picks up the ball for Howard. Doughton has a perfect record from the spot this year. He is 4 for 4 from the penalty spot. Doughton will line it up. He hits it hard to the bottom left corner, and it's in! Dragons tie it up at 1-1. Evan Doughton scores his 18th goal of the year. And Howard pulls one back to make it a 1-1 game midway through the first half. So I have to say it's somewhat against the run of play, as Montgomery really has controlled the vast majority of possession in this game. But that's all it takes sometimes, is just one flashy move from Leo Denor to make a play and draw the penalty. And Doughton is as sure of a thing as there is from that penalty spot. Now the Raptors going right back at Howard. Shot! And that one by Ramirez, again, just a little bit too high. Can't keep it under the crossbar. The Dragons did make that triple substitution with Pope coming out, as well as Rubio Martinez and Abdul Kamara, with Raul Castro, Easton Rackstraw, and Trevor Kerr, normally a starter for the Dragons in the midfield. He will go back to his familiar position. Howard gives that away. Some sloppy play from both teams right now as it's just giveaway after giveaway. Aquino will try to go over the top again. Myers in the right place to take that one away. Now he'll play to the corner. Denor, he's got room to work with again. Ramirez trying to catch up to him. Denor, fancy footwork, will try a shot this time. That is blocked by a couple of Raptors. Given away, Doughton gets it back. Chips it to Denor. As he tries to cross in the middle, it is headed away by Montgomery. Aquino passes it back, but gives it back to Denor. Denor into the box. He'll try a slide shot, and it's in! Oh, my goodness. How did he score from that angle? Unbelievable. Leo Denor comes sliding through. The Raptors goalkeeper, Thomas Donnellan, got a hand on it, and somehow it still hit off the inside of the post and bounced in. And the Dragons take a 2-1 lead. For Denor, that is his 8th goal of the season. And what a time for it. So the Raptors will now be the ones that have to try to regain their composure. Castro throws it in deep, and Estrada, who started the game in defense, has now moved up to midfield. Not even he could get to that one. Javit gets it to Ramirez. Mesfin, with Dragons collapsing around him and under the pressure, he just pokes it that to the sideline. Doughton tries to get that, comes sliding through, trying to get it back, but the speed of Abu Toure takes it away. Kerr gets that one cleanly. What a tackle by him. As that was Aquino who was trying to get through the Howard midfield. Rackstraw. That's given away. Aquino finds Javit. Dragons are in trouble here. Javit makes a move around. Javit with the shot, saved by Monroy as he comes sliding through and kicks it away. Andres Javit, as good of a goal scorer as there is in this region, and he is denied by Monroy at the last second. It will be a corner kick for Montgomery. Played into the box, headed straight up in the air a second time. Portillo on his second attempt is able to take it away. Mesfin gets it back for the Raptors. He will cross into the box. Monroy comes jumping through, tries to get it shot, and that is going to go just wide as Javit. That one actually was blocked as that was, we're going to call a corner kick there as Javit clearly had that one just barely tipped away by the Howard defense. but a nervy moment for the Dragon faithful as Montgomery continues to press forward dangerously. The official trying to get control of the massive bodies in the center of the Dragons box right now. Almost looks like a rugby scrum at the moment. Finally, we will get the ball back into play. Curled right into the middle of the box, headed forward, and a good attempt by Derek Pocasandre. And that one just goes over. Myers with a huge kick, traveling nearly 3/4 of the field in the air. Played back to the Raptors goalkeeper. Kerr steps forward, tries to chest down, but Mesfin will gain control. Goes wide to Aquino. Aquino cuts inside, still with it. He takes a shot, and Navas blocks that one with his body. Thrown in quickly by Howard. Denor trying to see if he can get past the Raptors defense. They will slow him down, and a poke by the Raptors left back will get the job done to allow his midfield to check back. Carbo goes wide to Castro. Castro gets it into Portillo. And it will be Mesfin who comes charging in from behind, and that is just a silly foul to give away as the Dragons now with an excellent free kick opportunity. And surely this one will be put on goal, with Evan Doughton looking to place it exactly where he wants it. Dylan Portillo also standing over it, but one would think that this is going to be Doughton's ball to hit. Portillo. Now it's Portillo who's looking for it. He just steps over it. It will be Doughton. Doughton hits it with power, but not accuracy as that one goes well over the crossbar. Montgomery plays it back. And a good play by Kerr to put Javin under pressure. It will be a Howard throw-in, but now it's going to be Kerr who comes down, and he goes down injured. We will take a break for the injured player. So we get back into action as Trevor Kerr will limp off the field, and in fact the cart will be brought out to help him come across. So Anal Mayumba will get his first action as he goes in the midfield for the injured Kerr. That is Abdul Ananku, the 6'2" forward from Silver Spring, Maryland, who has moved up to the forward position for Montgomery, bringing a little bit more size and strength, with Javit moving back into the number 10 playmaking position.
No, we're done. We're done, sir. We're done. I'm not talking to you. I'm fine. You're done. You're done. No, I'm done for what? What do I do?
Amanku able to try to get through it, but it's going to be taken away by Mayumba. He will sprint forward with Mesfin under the chase, and Mesfin will catch up to him, but that will be out for a throw-in. Mayumba throws it in quickly, but Portillo can't control it. Aquino. Now it's going to be Doughton. He'll try his luck, and that one just curled wide as he had that one a little bit of a screwball that went away from the goal. Montgomery will restart quickly. Toure just boots it up the field, finds Amanku. Navas shields him away from it. Rakastra comes to assist. Aquino with a flip over the top, plays it back to Escobar. And Toure will reset for the Raptors. Howard now showing a little bit higher press, and it pays off. Estrada gets to Mayumba. Nobody really forward, so he's got to play it back. Portillo flips it. Doughton will get under control. Doughton will try another shot, and this time he goes to the other side of the goal, this time the left side. Doughton has the ability to score from that range, and I can't imagine anybody from the Dragon coaching staff disappointed at seeing their star forward letting it rip from that position. Raptors having a little bit more trouble passing up the field. They're resorting to the long ball more and more, and it hasn't been that effective at the moment. Doughton, excuse me, this is Denor. Denor, he will get the cross off, but it is out of play for a goal kick. Ten minutes to play in this first half. Game has really evened out in terms of possession and chances after the Raptors really had the better of them for the first 15, 20 minutes or so. But it is Howard that have gotten it where it mattered as they lead 2-1. Dragons will switch the field. Rakastra. Montgomery sitting 10 men behind the ball at the moment. Myers. Not sure if he was going for a shot or a pass in that one, but ends up not being effective in either capacity. Thompson finds Mesfin. Good pressure by Portillo, comes flying through. Mesfin has to retreat. Still Portillo, and he gets the ball away. Mayamba trying to play it quickly. Looking for Doughton. And Doughton will just play it wide for Rackstraw. Denor. Denor just cuts right through the middle. Still Denor, and he's taken down again, and once again it will be a penalty kick. The speed and agility of Leo Denor for the second time this half has earned the Dragons a penalty kick, as the only response that the Raptors had in that play was to just take down the speedy forward. Denor lost a shoe on that one. We'll put it back. And once again, it will be Evan Doughton who puts the ball on the spot. Now 5 for 5 on the season from the penalty spot after making one earlier in this half. Doughton lines it up. He went bottom left last time. Let's see what he'll try this time. And this time he'll go right, and he will hit it cleanly into the side netting. Dragons double their lead. So for Doughton, his 19th goal of the season, and is putting forward one of the best offensive seasons Howard has ever seen in a uniform. Anthony Jimenez will come in for the Raptors, making his first appearance in the game, as Caleb Mesfin will take a break. But right now, the Raptors trying to find a way to get themselves back in. And I have to imagine one thing that they will discuss in their halftime intermission is trying to figure out how to stop Leo Denor, because right now he is just terrorizing this Raptors defense, especially the rotation of players that they've put in the left back position. They've tried a few different ones. Currently it is number 12, Sinai Tesfu, who actually just made a really good play on that one. Throw in quickly. It's going to be Denor again. Here we go. Denor gets into the box. He'll go down this time again, but that one is clearly played cleanly. And a good job by Thompson to hold his ground and just shield Denor off the ball. And now Denor still down in the Raptors box, so we will have to take another injury timeout. We'll take a break as well, with 6.5 remaining in the first half. Play will get back into action as Denor will limp off the far end of the field, with Mahmoud Mansour coming in for him. Now, Raptors trying to catch Howard off guard. Raul Castro able to intercept that one and poke it away. Mayumba, under pressure, will just scoop this one out of play. Throwing quickly to Jimenez. Giving away to Estrada. Collision between the two players, and it will just go to Escobar as he will play it backwards. Toure over the top. Looking for Anunko. Doughton tries to just backheel it forward, but given away. The fresh legs of Mansour trying to put some high press on. Given away as the shoe of Toure taken away from him on that play. Mayamba finds Denor, who has moved back into an attacking midfield role with Mansour going into the center forward. Rakestraw does a good job of holding in possession. Portillo moving over to the right side of the Dragons' forward line. Rakestraw trying to find some room to cross it, but decides to just play back the pass. Myers finds Castro. Castro taken out by Jimenez. And Howard will be able to get their bodies forward again for this play. Myers will be the one that will place this one down. He has a strong right foot. I wonder if he's going to test the goalkeeper, and he does just that. But ends up just being an easy save for Denellen. Doughton helps out Mayumba. They do get the ball back. Mayumba, he will cross the middle. He finds Carbo. Carbo actually has some room to work with. Cuts it across. He'll try a shot, and that one's blocked away. He didn't catch that one fully clean. Taken away by Portillo. He'll cut around Tesfu. And now we'll just go to the corner. A scrum between the two players. Still going around in circles. Tesfu will throw Portillo down to the ground. And it looks like the referee will call a foul actually on Portillo for dragging down Tesfu on the play. Tesfu will just kick it off of Portillo on the restart, and it will be a throw-in. And never mind, they're going to allow him to retake the free kick. Estrada gets it for Howard. Portillo looks to the back post, and Escobar will head it down to Denellen, who was keen to it. 3 minutes remaining. Jimenez. Taken away by Castro. Doughton. Doughton. Still Doughton. He's going to try his luck. That shot is blocked away. Good positioning by Thompson. And it will be out for a goal kick, as Doughton will protest that it was off of a black uniform. Played short. And Mansour pulls down Ramirez behind the play, and the referee caught that one. Montgomery just not moving the ball very quickly right now. Just very slow in trying to keep the ball going. Now they'll just go over the top. This time it will be collected by Nunku. And he will misplay that one. He'll go out for a Howard throw-in. Montgomery coaching staff must have a lengthy list of talking points for the halftime speech and trying to clean up their play in this game. It's just been more so mistakes than anything that have allowed the Dragons to take this 3-1 lead. Mayamba. Estrada. And speaking of mistakes, Estrada had nothing productive that was going to come out of that play. It will be out just for a throw-in. Howard continues to show increased energy. Higher and higher up the pitch. A good fake there. Castro tries sliding through, but it's not going to get it. Pokasangre gets it forward. Tries to find Ananku. And good recovery. A foul there. And clock will be stopped. So with the clock stopped, it will allow the Raptors the opportunity to really get themselves set up here after that foul by Howard. It will be Escobar. There are 34 seconds left in this half. Escobar, along with Tesfu, played short, now crossed in. He's going to be headed in, off the post! The Raptors were just inches away from pulling one back. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with that, the Dragons will go into the halftime with a 3-1 lead over the Montgomery Raptors. We promise you action. You got plenty of it in this first half. Don't miss a second of it, as we will return for the second half action after this halftime break. Second half action underway as the Howard Community College Dragons lead the Montgomery Raptors 3-1 after a blistering start to this game. As Carbo takes down Jimenez on that play. A fairly even first half, according to most metrics. Both teams took 10 shots. Howard had 4 on goal with Montgomery 2 on goal. Both goalies making just a solo save. 7-6 on fouls respectively in favor of the Dragons. 3 corner kicks for the Raptors and 1 for the Howard. But in the end, it was 2 critical fouls in the box by Montgomery that allowed the Dragons to get 2 penalty kicks scored, both by Evan Doughton. And that is the main reason why Howard leads 3-1. Leonard Denor drew the foul for both of those penalty kicks, as well as scoring on the third goal. And it has had a huge impact. Headed forward. Mansour tries to flick it forward for Doughton and taken away by Escobar. Dragons have switched up their lineup as Kamara will get in the way of that long ball. Doughton has that ball taken cleanly off him by Anthony Jimenez. And Denor hurting after that one, holding his hip. Thompson gets it back. Not under pressure right now, as he will look to play it forward, and it's taken away by Didier Estrada. Doughton, first touch to Kamara. Kamara tries to play it, and he will be called for the foul as he played it while he was on the ground on a dangerous play. Played quickly by Escobar, gives it up to Javit. Flicks it over Rakestraw, and he pulls down Mansour. No call there. Mansour able to flick it forward on the back heel. Doughton. The overlap by Mansour takes away a defender, which opened up room for Doughton. Villatoro tries to turn on Carbo. Carbo, the stronger of the two, gets it to Doughton. Doughton will chip one over the top, looking for Mansour, and it will be played out. It will be a Howard throw-in. Rakestraw will be the one to come all the way up and take the throw-in. Kamara chested back to him. Looking to cross, and he will play it off of Escobar, and it will be a corner kick for Howard. Rakestraw will play it quickly into Kamara. Crossed in, Carbo with the header, but he was called for a foul as he went over the top. And just climbed on the shoulders of the Montgomery defender and called for it. Headed straight up off of the goal kick. Doughton, another clever back heel. This is going to be Leonard Denor on the far side. And a trip up. I believe that is Emmanuel Pope. It is, and Pope is down hurt. The Raptors trying to plead their case that they didn't think it should be a foul, but Denor is still on the ground. And the clock will be stopped for the injury. Trainer will be brought into the field. We will take a timeout for the injured player. So play will resume as Leo Denor will limp off the field. Dragons with a free kick. Doughton was trying to cross it to the back post. Myers able to get his head on that one, but it goes just wide. Good opportunity for Howard. Quickly played by Raptors goalkeeper Thomas Donnellan. They get it forward to Villatoro. Tries to get it towards the middle. Cleared out awkwardly. Rackestroff flicks it over the top. Tries to get it to Carbo. And he does play it forward to Doughton. Doughton, heavy touch to go backwards with it. And he will continue to go backwards and just maintain possession. Monroy misplays that one and gets it wide. A slide tackle comes through, and that does catch him late. And now I believe that is Raul Castro who has gone down on the far side of the field, and he's hurting, also grabbing his ankle. Castro able to get back up. Myers booms it upfield. Headed forward strongly by Thompson. Doughton has just no chance of getting in front of Thompson on that one. Rackestroff over the top to Mansour. Tries to collect in the corner. Turns towards goal. Kamara crosses the middle, taken away by Ramirez, who will then just hit a left-footed clearance. Thrown into Kamara. He'll flip it over the top. Mansour will chase it down, and Escobar forced to just play it to the wing. And out for a throw-in. Rackestroff throws it into Kamara. Kamara, great cross into the box. Griffith, who had just come into the game, he will get on the other end of it. Castro will flick it to the corner again, looking for Mansour. He will bicycle kid back to the box. Kamara tries a shot that's blocked away by Escobar. Scramble towards it, and Kamara called for the foul. And referee will have his hand up, so it looks like he's going to be signaling for an indirect kick, meaning that it was a dangerous play called on Kamara. Ramirez gets it forward to Javit. Villatoro finds Javit. Javit tries to play it through. Aquino is in, but Monroy, quick off his line, hits it straight into the air. Doesn't clear it all the way out, and it is going to be a foul against the Dragons as Navas comes clattering through the back of Aquino. And this, a prime opportunity for the Raptors to try to pull one back. Just outside of the 18-yard box, just off center. From this distance, have the ability to try to go over the wall and curl it back under the crossbar. Could also just try to power it into the corner where the wall isn't. It is going to be Ramirez. He'll try. It is going to be hit down by the wall. Raptors trying to get control of it for a second chance. Back into the box. Good look by Ramirez, but Myers recovers to clear it out. Javit. Kamara sticks his leg out to take the ball away. Kamara still going. Doughton to the wing. Plays it into the middle for Griffith. A good look there, but Griffith can't get to it in time. Doughton takes it away. Doughton gives it to Estrada on the overlap, and a strong tackle by Keno Thompson, who comes in. Howard gets it back. They'll try again. It's Doughton again, this time on the far side, and that is going to be a foul called against the Raptors. So Evan Doughton will take this one. And this is, again, one of those situations where it looks like it's probably going to be a cross, but he could try to sneak in a shot. He will go for a shot to the near post, and it's going to be saved by Donnellan. Right place, the right time. For Donnellan, just his second save of the game. Given away again, as the Raptors have just not really valued possession as much as they need to. Good play by Escar to take that one back. Viatoro gets it to Javit. Now, can they counter? Javit goes to the corner. It's going to be a foot race between Amanku and Myers. Myers clears it out. Quick throw in. Javit switches the field. Ramirez finds Aquino. Aquino's going to try a shot. Curls back, and a great save on the recovery by Monroy. The ball ended up being in the middle of the goal, but because of the curl on it, initially it looked like it was going to go to the top right corner. Curled back towards the middle. And an awkward save by Monroy, but in the end, an effective one. It will be a corner kick for the Raptors. Anthony Jimenez chips it to the back post. A volley attempted by Javit, and Monroy will be able to save that one off the bounce. Punted to midfield. Escobar, uncontested, hits it back up to Javit. Carbo called for the hold as he grabbed onto Javit there. And the clock will be stopped for the injury to Javit. Javit will look to continue. And he will just walk off the injury. So once again, it will be Rodriguez looking to take this. Now being joined by Ramirez. Chipped in, headed up by Navas. Played out of the box. Toure trying to get control of it. It's going to be Mesfin, gets it forward. A nice turn there, back to Mesfin. He tries to cross it in. It's going to be blocked away by the Howard defensive line. And Monroy pounces on that one, not taking any chance this time, and just smothering it, allowing the Dragons to get out of their own box. And then he will just punt it straight out of bounds. Ramirez tries to move it quickly up to Javit. Navas intercepts. Mansour. Thompson takes it away, and he'll get it back to Toure. Rakestraw chests it down. Viatora had a lot of space to work with. Just the ball by Aquino didn't get it wide enough for him. Montgomery struggling to try to go down the middle of the field. Now they'll try the wing. And Monroy does a good job of trying to just eat up as much as he can. Montgomery scored their first goal, the opener in the early minutes, off a long ball as they got over the top, and Javit was able to just run past the Howard center backs. Since then, the long balls really have been just ineffective for the Raptors. But that has not stopped them from continuing to try it like this one, as Thompson will again try to go over the top. Javit will get on the other end of this one. 1 versus 2. He'll play it towards the middle. Gets it in. Played forward. Aquino, shot will go into the net, but the offsides flag is raised, and the Dragons catch a break. As that was a beautifully played ball by Nunku, who tipped it forward to Aquino, but Aquino was offsides. And again, another injury on the play, as we will have to stop the clock for the injured player. We'll take a break as well. 30:51 left in the second half. Howard still leading 2-1, 3-1. quick recovery for Navas as he is able to get right back into it, and we will get back into play. Escobar tries to flip it forward for Javit, and Javit just backheels it straight out of bounds, and Howard will make a couple substitutions as Portillo and Denora come in with Mansour and Kamara coming out. Portillo looks to switch across, taken away by Toure. Estrada had a good look trying to switch the field back over to the near side, but Denora couldn't control it. As Sinai Tesfu will come in for Villatoro. Portillo turns right into Ramirez. Tesfu plays it up top. Amonku gets to Mesfin. Mesfin chips it in. Javit is into open space. Taken down. And is it inside the box or is it outside? It looks like the official will mark it just inches outside of the Dragons' goal box. And Howard catches a break because that very easily could have been a penalty kick if it was just a millisecond later. Now at this distance, almost impossible to be able to get a shot over the wall and under the crossbar. So you have to imagine that the Raptors will try some sort of play here to get it around the wall and then get the shot off. A trio of Raptors behind the ball right now. It's Javit, Jimenez, and Ramirez. 6 players in the Dragons' wall as they take up half of the wall. Jimenez with the shot, goal! And how easy was that for Anthony Jimenez to just hit that into the bottom right corner. Monroy had no time to respond to it. And for Jimenez, his first goal scored of the season in his 9th appearance. Honestly, that's surprising to hear considering he's been taking the vast majority of set pieces since he has come onto the field. But he gets that one into the net, and Montgomery pulls one back. It's now 3-2. Foul called on Denora as he pulls back. .28 minutes left. Now with it being a 1-goal game, the tension will only rise for both teams. Griffith goes up for it and is fouled. Played short, but Carbo has it taken away by Ramirez. Javit will put his body into Rakestraw, but Rakestraw gets around him and wins the ball back. Smart play there to time it perfectly. Denor. And Denor is taken down, and a foul is called as Javit went through the back of Denor. .27 minutes left, and the Dragons with a great opportunity to try to add to their lead. Doughton. Puts it into the box. Headed forward by Carbo, and that one goes just wide. The second time Carbo has had a heading opportunity and put it wide of the net. Played out. Aquino settles it down. Finds Javit. And Navas comes in and just powers the ball well away from the confines of the soccer field. Javit has it taken away by Navas. Anunku gets it back. Aquino to the box. Played out by Myers. Back in. Toure. Anunku on the far side. The flag is raised. I'm not sure if Anunku was actually offsides there. I believe the flag was raised on Javit. I could be wrong from this angle, but it looked like Anunku might have been onside in the play, but the flag was raised and the play is stopped. Tenor trying to hold off Tesfu, and it goes out. Tenor takes it down to the corner. Dribbles way too easily into the box, and Jimenez will just play it off of his back and clears it out. Castro for the Dragons. Gets to Griffith. Portillo. Portillo will try a long shot, and that one will go well high of the crossbar. But Howard really has not tried any long shots recently, so no harm in just trying to catch the Raptors goalkeeper off guard. See if he's not quite paying attention, and that is out of bounds for a Howard throw-in. Played quickly. Portillo collides with Escobar. Escobar still down. And it will be out for the injured player, and clock will be stopped once again for the injury timeout. We'll take a break as well. 24:02 left in the second half. Trainers end up getting waved off in the end after they made it their way all the way across the field for the injured player, and now we'll take the long trek around the track to get back to the near side. Meanwhile, play resumes. Tesfu tees one up. He'll try a shot, and that one will curl well wide of the net. And once again, the clock will be stopped. Another injury on the field. This time it's Raul Castro holding his hamstring, it looks like. So we will take another timeout for the injury. end of the regular season has seen fatigue really start to set in, as well as injuries. Muscle pulls become more and more commonplace, and Dragons suffer another one as Raul Castro. That one's awkwardly played by Denellen, and nobody there for the Dragons able to follow up. Denellen. Line drive punt. Headed forward by Martinez. Portillo. Misplays that one. Now the Raptors. And again, misplayed as they just are a fraction off and trying to get their connections, particularly when trying to pass towards the wing. Just haven't quite gotten the pace of the passing on the point. Castro gets it to Portillo. Portillo still going forward with it. Looks for Doughton, hit away, and it looks like Doughton came down on the foot, or the leg rather, of Thompson late, and Thompson yelled out in pain there. Oh man, that one must have hurt. And clock will be stopped. Another injury on the play. We will take another timeout for the injured player. So play is resumed after the Raptors captain's And center defensive anchor, Keno Thompson, comes limping off the field, and that is a tough loss for them. Tenor keeps that in bounds. Tenor gets the shot off. Alanbekov tried to follow it up with the rebounded shot, and that one he just sliced under it and couldn't get it cleanly. Another strong play by Leo Denor as he just ran straight past the Raptors defense. And a good save there by Donnellon. Myers, under pressure, tries to just get it out, and he is able to get it forward. Freddie Romero, who had recently checked in, gets up to Kyle Alanbekov, who also just checked in. So a couple of fresh pair of legs for the Dragons, the players that are just getting their first action in the game. Escobar gives that one away. Portillo finds Doughton. Toe poked away by Toure. Now Alanbekov will have some room to go forward. Finds Tenor into the box. Tenor goes to the end line. He chips it to the back post. Doughton header, and that is saved by Donnellon. Evan Doughton had a free header and got some good pace on it, but hit it right at Donnellon, who was able to save it away. And then Doughton called for the foul behind the play as he took down Escobar. Donnellon will get the ball back into play. Romero comes charging through. Carbo cleans it up, gets it to Denor. Denor taken down. Play on is given as Doughton tries to dribble through and gets it into way too much traffic. Rakestraw. Carbo finds Doughton. Denor goes to the corner, gets around Tesfu. Denor slides into Alanbekov. Alanbekov shot, and that is going to be a handball and a foul in the box for the third time this game. A third penalty kick will be given. Kyle Alanbekov had a great look on it and took a first-time shot that was just blocked down, but with the hand. And now it will be Evan Doughton to step up for his chance at a third penalty kick. He is 2 for 2 in the game, 6 for 6 on the season. Doughton steps forward. He's gone to the left once and the right once. This time he'll go back to the bottom left corner, and he scores his 20th goal of the season, and Howard leads 4-2. So the ball started and then restarted as Howard has once again built their lead back up to 2 goals after the Raptors had closed it down in the second half to a single goal deficit. Aquino tries to poke it through, looking for Nunku. And a foul there on Javit, and Javit will have a yellow card given to him as he took down Denor from behind. Just the second yellow card given in this game. One was given to Emmanuel Pope early in the first half. Now, with 17:10 left in the second half, Javit will get the first one for the Raptors. Played into the middle. Freddie Romero looked like he had a chance to try to let one loose and just didn't quite pull the trigger. Now it's going to be Portillo. He'll try a shot from long distance, and that will just curl right into the hands of Donnellan. And that will be out for Howard throw-in. The sun has gone down below the tree line, so the field considerably darker than it was at the start of this game. Denor. Denor into the box. Denor will try a shot, and that one will put a little bit too much backspin on that one and will sail over the crossbar. But again, Denor just so easily able to dance around and find space into the Raptors box. Played over the top again, looking for Javit. Myers just shrugs off Javit. Looks up for Doughton, but that's intercepted by Toure. Toure is going to make a run forward. Flip forward. Navas. And he will just clear that out safely. No lights here on the soccer fields for Howard Community College, so what you see is what you get. Portillo gives it to Carbo. Rakostra able to get it to keep it in, but Denor, and that will go off Aquino, and Dragons will get a throw in as Alan Kamaga will get his first appearance of the game as he comes in for Easton Rakostra, who has put in quite a yeoman's effort in this game. Great effort from him playing fullback and just giving a lot of energy, strong defensive composure, and getting a well-deserved round of high fives from the Howard bench. Played forward. Alanbekov gets to Carbo. Myers has to come darting through, and that will be deflected off of the sliding Aquino and out for a Howard throw-in. Portillo switches it across. Kamaga, he just came onto the field looking to make a run forward, but headed away strongly by Villatoro. Denor cuts inside, looking to slide it to Alanbekov, taken away. Long kick forward. Anunku trying to take care of it himself. He does head it back to Javit. Looking for the overlap by Pocasanre. And Howard cuts that one out as well. Doughton, who's played a much more composed game, typically known for a bit of a fiery temperament to him, has done a great job of just keeping the calm and really allowing the Dragons to play through him. Kamaga gets to this one. He'll cross it in low. Rakistra trying to put some, Alonvikov trying to put some pressure onto it. But it is cleared out. That is Amadou Koita, who has taken over in the center of the park after the injury to Keno Thompson. Koita, 6'4". Plenty of height in this Raptors team, particularly in the forward and defensive positions. Koita goes wide to Villatoro. Aquino looks to go back to Aquino, and it looks like Aquino just sort of ran out of juice there, and he is substituted out. And might have just been out of gas on that one as Marco Rocafuerte replaced him. And for the Dragons, Evan Doughton will come out with Brandon Ruano making his first appearance. And Evan Doughton, what a game for him. 3 goals, getting in a hat trick. Granted, all 3 from the penalty spot, but all 3 taken with confidence as well. The rest of his play really just did a great job today, as I just mentioned a minute ago. Kamaga. Rocafuerte trying to look to the wing. Nobody there in a black shirt, but it is going to be Freddie Romero that just slides through and hits it out. Alonvikov flips it over. Portillo gets it back to Alonvikov, who's looking to try to play it back. Carbo. Jimenez does a good job playing it through the legs of Kamaga and wins a throw-in back. Javit finds Jimenez. He's got some space. Plays it through to Nanku. Jimenez tries to go through a couple of Dragons, and the combination of Navas and Carbo sandwiches him, and a foul is called just outside of the goal box on the side of it, and the clock will be stopped by the official, and the trainer will be brought on once again. Injury timeout. We will take a break. So Jimenez was the one that went down, and the Montgomery team has opted to not put in a substitution for him to start out. Played in, tapped once. What a great one-time shot by Rocafuerte as he took that slow cross by Diego Ramirez, and that goes just wide, but a really well-designed play by the Raptors. And just barely missed out that one working. Another substitution for Howard, as Berdini Paul will come in for the first appearance of the game as Dylan Portillo comes out. Under 9 minutes to play, and the Dragons starting to really sub out a lot of their starters, being able to show off their depth. Kamaga finds Alonvikov. Given away. Escobar. Ramirez. Good run forward here by Rocafuerte. Rocafuerte will try a shot, and that does not miss by much as that goes just over the crossbar. A really good effort from him from long range. And that was actually saved by Monroy in the end. And it will be a corner kick for the Raptors. Rocafuerte put a sting into that one. Javit. It's going to fall. Shot there. It's blocked away as Koita had a chance at it. Out for another corner kick. Javit will try his luck again. This will be the 6th corner kick for the Raptors in the game. It's going to be a taken, and just not able to keep it down is Poca Sangre. As he tried to do a bit of a half volley on that one, but couldn't stay on top of it and just sliced under it. 7 minutes to go in this game. Ruano heads it forward for Denor. Denor cuts through 3 defenders, but can't get through the 4th as it's taken away by Ramirez. And that one will go out of play as Poca Sangre just dribbled himself right off the sideline. Poca Sangre just showed a little bit more hustle than Denor, getting around him and taking the ball away. Played up. Ananku. Leaves it for Rocafuerte. Paul can't quite get it away. It's going to be the Raptors making another run forward. Played back to Mesfin. Mesfin cuts it to his right foot. He'll try a shot and just can't quite get the curl that he was looking for on that one, as that one will stay wide of the net. You can see he was trying to attempt to curl it into that top right corner. Just didn't quite get the shape on it that he wanted. Carbo hits it over the top. Denellen easily able to come grab that one. Throws it out to Toure. Rocafuerte. Sliding in is Rubio Martinez. He will get it to Paul. Paul gets it to Ruano, who is wide open, and he's wide open for a reason. He is offsides, just a couple steps behind. And the clock has stopped as Ruano kicked that ball away after the offsides call was made. So the referee making sure that the Dragons do not get away with their attempt to waste time. Denellen hits it forward. Javit looks to chip it over the top. Headed forward, Mesfin will get a touch on it, and a foul is called against the Dragons, I believe. The referee just raised his hand, and it will be a foul called, I believe, against Navas. Now stop. So a foul is called just outside of the Howard box, and this is just about the distance where Montgomery just scored in the second half. It was from the other side, though, as they were able to hit it to the bottom right corner from the left side. Now they're coming from the right side. We'll see if the Dragons can learn from their mistake. It will be 5 in the wall for Howard this time. They will rush on the touch, and the wall does the job as they are able to block that away. Picked up by Toure, trying to dance through. Taken away by Martinez. Denor on the outlet. Can he counterattack? Denor just runs right past Coita. Denor into the box. Gets in. Shot. Saved by Denellen. What a palm away at the last second. As Leo Denor looked for sure like nobody was going to catch him. And tried to just hit one off the outside of his right foot. But Denellen from close range reacted nicely to it. Picking up his 6th save of the contest. Howard will get a corner kick out of it as Alanmakov in no rush to go to the far corner. Alanmakov curls it into the box. Denellen catches it cleanly. Tries to throw it out quickly. Ramirez finds Rocafuerte. He goes over the top. Anunku trying to chase down. Monroy comes out of his goal and is able to clear it out. Thrown in. Under 3 minutes remaining. Montgomery, if they want a chance, they've got to score quickly here for a chance to get 2. Tries to play into the box. Hit away, and Alanmakov completes the clearance. Alanmakov comes flying through, tries to get a touch on it, and it's going to be Mesfin who gets to it. Jimenez into the corner of the box, and Kamaga with a good play to take it off him, and it will be a throw-in in the corner. Quickly to Mesfin. Trying to get around Carbo. Plays it into the box, but Myers just booms it upfield again. Ruano trying to hold it up, but Coita heads it forward. Kamaga pulls down Jimenez, and the clock will be stopped. And that is going to be a yellow card against Alan Kamaga, as it looked like if he had not made that foul, Diego Ramirez would have been able to run into free space, and that is likely why the yellow card came out for the denial of an opportunity. We have 1:50 left on the clock. Four-man wall for Howard. So the official in the middle is telling the Raptor players that it's on the whistle as the 10-yard was given for the wall. So we will reset this one. Jimenez chips it into the box, looking for the back corner. And I believe that was Anunku who came flying through, trying to get a head onto it, but couldn't quite get it towards goal. Jimenez heads it sideways to Toure. Jimenez. Still Jimenez trying to find some shooting space. Myers able to get there to intercept it. Paul keeps it inbounds, and he will play it off of Rocafuerte. Nicely done, and the clock will be stopped as we have another injury. Myers is down on the back of the play. We will take a break for the injured player. So the real MVP of this game has to be given to the Howard Dragons training staff, who have been quite busy on the day, taking care of a slew of injuries. And hopefully that is the last one that they will have to attend to, with 1 minute remaining.
Hey, stay on your feet. Alan, stay on your feet.
Ramirez plays it in. Javit tries to get it in. Blocked down by Navas.
Alan, stay on your feet.
Javit. He'll try another one, and that's well high.
Alan, no fouls. No fouls.
We have 30 seconds left and the clock will be stopped as the Dragons are taking a bit too much time in getting this goal kick off. Raptors with one last chance, trying to go for it. Anunku into the corner. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with that, the Howard Community College Dragons have swept the doubleheader between the men and the women over the last 2 days. After the women won yesterday, the men come through with a win today. And the traditional rivalry between these two squads will go in favor of Howard. For the Dragons, they will increase their record to 9-6 on the year. And this is their regular season finale, so they will get 2 weeks to rest before they get ready for the Region 20 Division II tournament, which will be right here in Columbia, Maryland, starting on Thursday, October 28th, with the semifinals taking place midday, and then the finals of that tournament taking place on Saturday, October 30th, again, right here at the Dragon's Lair. So make sure to keep in tune with the Dragons website at www.howardccdragons.com for all the latest updates to the news, notes, roster, schedule, and stats, including information on the Region 20 tournament. On behalf of everybody here at the Howard Community College Athletics Department, we appreciate you stopping by to watch this game. Final score, Montgomery College 2, Howard 4.